Have you ever wondered what it would be like to be able to fight disease with specific foods? What if there were natural weapons that could help us stay fit and prevent even the worst diseases? Imagine being able to transform your diet into a powerful healing tool, capable of strengthening your immune system, protecting your cells, and even fighting cancer. In this inspiring story, we will take you on a spiritual journey to discover 7 extraordinary foods that can do just that. 7 foods that, when used as part of a specific lifestyle, will eliminate cancer and heal the body of many diseases. We will follow in the footsteps of an elderly Buddhist monk, Heizo, who will share with us ancient teachings on healing the body and spirit. Teachings that over the years have found precious confirmation in science and medicine. You will discover how these foods, when incorporated into a balanced lifestyle and accompanied by inner work, can help us prevent disease and achieve profound well-being. And if you stay until the end of the video, you will discover a secret that could radically change your life. But before continuing, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications to be informed when we publish new content for your spirituality. The wind whispered through the tops of the ancient pines surrounding the temple, carrying with it the scent of resin and the song of birds. A group of pilgrims, their faces marked by time and worry, had gathered in the main hall, eager to hear the words of the elderly monk Heizo. Heizo, his eyes shining with wisdom and his gentle smile, greeted them warmly. "Welcome, dear friends," he said in a calm voice. "I am honored to share with you today some ancient teachings on healing the body and spirit." The pilgrims sat in silence, their minds open and receptive. Many of you have come here today seeking answers about how to deal with illness and suffering, Heizo continued. And while there is no miracle cure, there are ways to strengthen our bodies and minds to allow them to heal and thrive. Today, we will discuss 7 foods that, when incorporated into a balanced lifestyle and accompanied by inner work, can help us prevent illness and achieve profound well-being. The pilgrims leaned forward, their eyes fixed on the monk. The first food is avocado, also known as the fruit of inner peace. Heizo began. This creamy fruit is full of healthy fats that nourish our body and give us energy. In addition, avocado helps control appetite, allowing us to listen to our body's true needs. Heizo smiled, remembering a story he liked to tell. Once upon a time, a young monk was tormented by constant hunger. He couldn't concentrate on his meditation because his stomach growled incessantly. One day, his teacher offered him a ripe avocado. The young monk ate it slowly, savoring every bite. To his surprise, his hunger vanished and his mind calmed down. From that day on, he learned to eat mindfully, choosing foods that nourished not only his body, but also his soul. The second food is pure cocoa. Heizo continued. This sacred food, once reserved for kings and priests, is rich in antioxidants that protect our cells from damage. But cocoa is also a food for the soul. It reminds us of the pleasure of life and invites us to celebrate the beauty of the world around us. Heizo told the story of an old monk who, despite his advanced age, was full of joy and vitality. His secret: every morning, he treated himself to a small cup of pure cocoa, prepared with hot water and a pinch of cinnamon. "Cocoa fills my heart with gratitude," the old monk said. "It reminds me that life is a precious gift to be savored to the last sip." The third food is organic coffee, Heizo said. This stimulating drink helps us stay present and focused, cultivating awareness in every moment. But it is important to choose organic coffee, free from pesticides and toxins that can harm our bodies. Heizo paused, sipping a cup of steaming coffee. Once upon a time, a wandering monk got lost in a dense forest. He was tired and discouraged, ready to give up. But then he found a small bush of wild coffee. He picked some berries, roasted them over the fire, and prepared a bitter but invigorating drink. The coffee gave him the strength to continue his journey, and eventually he found his way out of the forest. From that day on, the monk always carried a few coffee beans with him as a reminder of the power of perseverance and awareness. The fourth and fifth foods are green tea and bergamot tea. Hizo continued, "These delicate infusions are rich in antioxidants and beneficial substances that protect our body and mind. Green tea helps us find inner calm, while bergamot tea gives us energy and vitality." Hizo told the story of two monks who lived in a remote mountain monastery. One was always agitated and anxious, while the other was serene and calm. One day, the master of the monastery invited them to drink tea with him. He offered the first monk a cup of green tea, and the second a cup of bergamot tea. "Drink slowly," the master said, "and observe how the tea affects your mind and body." The first monk felt calmer and more relaxed after drinking the green tea. The second monk, however, felt more energetic and motivated. Both monks learned that there are different types of tea, each with its own unique properties, and that choosing the right tea can help us find inner balance. The sixth food is extra virgin olive oil. Hizo said, "This precious condiment, extracted from ripe olives, is rich in healthy fats and antioxidants that protect our hearts and brains. But olive oil is also a symbol of peace and prosperity. It reminds us that true wealth is not material but spiritual." Hizo told the story of a farmer who lived in a small village. Despite the fact that his land was dry and infertile, the farmer was happy and content. His secret? He cultivated a small olive grove with love and dedication. Every year, he picked the olives by hand and took them to the village oil mill, where they were transformed into fragrant, golden olive oil. "Olive oil is my treasure," the farmer said. "It nourishes me, gives me strength, and reminds me that true happiness comes from simplicity and gratitude." The seventh food is curcumin, Hizo concluded. This spice, extracted from the turmeric root, has powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties, but curcumin is also a symbol of transformation and purification. It helps us free ourselves from toxins and find our inner light. Hizo told the story of a young woman who suffered from a chronic illness. She'd tried every type of treatment, but nothing seemed to work. One day, a wise hermit advised her to add curcumin to her diet. The woman followed his advice, and over time, her health improved significantly. "Curcumin lit a fire inside me," she said. "It helped me burn away impurities and regain my life force." Hizo paused, letting his words resonate in the room. But remember, he emphasized, these foods are not a panacea. True healing comes from within, from our ability to listen to our bodies, to cultivate inner peace, and to live in harmony with nature. The pilgrims nodded, understanding that health is not merely the absence of disease, but a state of complete physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. Eat mindfully, he urged them. Choose foods that nourish not only your body, but your soul. And above all, remember that healing is a journey, not a destination. The sun was setting as the pilgrims left the temple, their hearts filled with gratitude and their minds enlightened by new understanding. They carried with them not only the knowledge of 7 powerful foods, but also the wisdom of a monk who had dedicated his life to seeking truth and healing. And as they walked along the path, illuminated by the golden light of twilight, they knew that their journey to wellness had only just begun. Every bite, every sip, every breath would be a step toward a richer, more conscious, and more meaningful life. The next day, the temple awoke to the sound of birds singing and the scent of incense. Hizo, like every morning, rose before dawn to meditate and practice yoga. Then he prepared a cup of green tea, adding a pinch of turmeric and a slice of lemon. As he sipped the hot tea, he reflected on the words he had shared with the pilgrims the previous day. He knew that healing was a long and complex process, requiring commitment and dedication, but he also knew that every small step, every conscious choice, could make a difference. Hizo decided to prepare a special breakfast for the temple monks: sliced avocado with chia seeds and a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. As he cut the avocado, he thought about the story of the hungry young monk. He wondered if his fellow monks also needed to learn to eat mindfully, to nourish not only their bodies but also their souls. So after breakfast, he went to the temple garden where he grew herbs and vegetables. He picked some fresh mint leaves and added them to his water bottle, along with a slice of lemon and a pinch of grated ginger. The flavored water would help him stay hydrated and focused during his day of teachings and meditation. In the afternoon, Hizo sat under a fig tree surrounded by his disciples. They talked about compassion, kindness, and acceptance. Hizo encouraged them to cultivate inner peace, to free themselves from anger and attachment. True healing, he said, begins when we learn to love ourselves and others unconditionally. In the evening, he prepared a light dinner, a vegetable soup with lentils and turmeric, accompanied by a slice of whole wheat bread with a drizzle of olive oil. As he ate, he thought about the young woman who had overcome her illness thanks to curcumin. He wondered how many more people could benefit from this powerful food if only they had the knowledge and the will to use it. After dinner, Hizo retreated to his cell to meditate. He lit a candle and sat on his cushion, closing his eyes and focusing on his breathing. His mind was calm and serene, free from thoughts and worries. He felt at peace with himself and the world. The full moon shone in the starry sky, illuminating the temple and its surroundings. Hizo knew that his mission was to share his wisdom with others, to help them find healing and happiness. And he knew that as long as there was even one person who suffered, he would continue to teach, to guide, to inspire. The story of Hizo and the 7 foods is an invitation to reflect on our relationship with food and with ourselves. It reminds us that health is not just the absence of disease, but a state of complete physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. It invites us to choose foods that nourish not only our body, but also our soul, and to cultivate inner peace, gratitude, and compassion. Because true healing, as Hizo teaches us, begins when we learn to love ourselves and others unconditionally. And when we do so, our body and mind flourish like a garden tended with love and dedication.